In this video we're going to unbox the new Central Station 3 Plus, the MARKLIN 60216. It just arrived here in November 2016 and we will show you in this video how to start it up and how to use the new assistant. As you can tell, there's not a whole lot to it. You get the two hookup wires, one for your test track and one for your regular layout, warranty papers and a very thin instruction booklet. They are writing an extensive booklet, but it is not available yet. But with the help of the built-in assistant and our videos, hopefully we'll have you up and running quickly. Inside the Central Station, and again, that's all there is to it. Here she is. No more buttons on the side, larger screen, all touch screen. Still hook up two mobile stations to the front. And the ports on the back stay pretty much the same to what you are used to. Speaker port, internet port, USB ports, ports to hook up all your S88s and other feedback modules, and the two track ports and the power port. Alright, we're going to hook it up to power. It uses the same power supply as the previous Central Station, the 60215. So it uses the 4-pin plug. And that 4-pin plug comes on your 60055 transformer and your 60065 power supply, switching power supply. Here's the startup in actual time. You can see the little penguin from the Linux software that is on the new Central Station. And it takes a few seconds for it to start up. And you'll get an opening screen with possibly your language selection. You can select the language that you want in this window and then click on the left bottom of that window so that the window will not display again on the next startup. The first time that you start up the Central Station, you should see an assistant window. If not, this is how you can pull it back up. And so this is the assistant window. It takes you through the basic functions of the Central Station 3. We'll start with the Locomotive List. You can pull it up by pulling up on the red bar as high as desired. One line for now should be enough because we only have two locomotives in that Locomotive List as of right now. So you pull it up and there you see your two locomotives. And now you can move the locomotives into the left or the right locomotive controller. That means the left sidebar of the screen or the right sidebar. You can just move it over like that with your finger. So we're grabbing the BR103 and we're going to pull it off to the left side. Click, there it is. You'll see the speed bar and you can set whatever speed you like by just clicking it. As you can see in number 2 of your assistant, you can also use the rotary control knob like you were used to, which I will do right here. And you can see the green bar go up and down. I can also change direction by clicking on the directional arrow. And, like you were used to, by pushing the red button. It's that easy. The locomotive controller button, the little red button with the locomotives in it, you can tap it, which I may do right here, or you can make the controller larger by just simply sliding the window to the center of your screen. If I tap the locomotive controller button, you can see you can let it disappear and you can recall it by touching it again. It opens up our functions and we can play and adjust the functions as we like. For our next step, we're going to close these windows. Try to grab the red bar. I'm not grabbing it right here, I'm grabbing the whole screen. Pull it down, hit the locomotive button. And now we're going to talk about the track diagram. The solenoid items like turnouts or signals are already drawn in this one, and of course you can modify it later to make it match your own layout. And you can control them by just touching them on the screen, as I'm doing here. You can also pull the item list down just touch the green bar and no, that didn't work. I got to pull it down just like I did here. And that will also show you your solenoid items and your signals. And you can control the signals and the solenoid items from that list up above. You see it switched down there on the bottom. I can switch it on the bottom. It switches in both places. I can do the same with that turnout. As you can tell, again, it switches in both places. The same counts for signals. And for more complicated signals, you can see it opens up a whole window with the different combinations. Now both the track diagram, which you see right here, and the item list, which is up above, can be changed in that you can tell them what you want shown. For example, I select signals right now, and what you can see on the track diagram, only the signals are shown. I can do the same for the item list, and I can say, hey, let's do signals. I don't need lights, I don't need turntables right now. Let's only show signals. And as you can see in the item list up there, only the signals are shown. Pull it back down, there they are, just the signals. This is especially helpful if you have large layouts and there's too much stuff shown on the screen. Now I select the turnouts again, turnouts are showing as well on the item list. And I can do the same for the track diagram. I can say, hey, show everything, or let's show turnouts only. You can see it changed on the bottom, or show turnouts and signals. And right now on the track diagram, I got the turnouts and signals shown again. The last step in the introduction assistant is the dashboard. Click on the top left to open up the dashboard, and it shows you the available assistants. We went through the first one, the introduction assistant, in this video. You can close the dashboard or select another assistant. We're going to close it. And you can see number one is what we just did in this video. And there's a couple more that we will go over in the next videos. If I select it, I go back to where we started with this video, the introduction assistant. Close it. Close the item list by swiping up. And I'll center the track diagram just to make it look good on this video. And we can shut down the CS3 Plus by hitting the stop bar and holding it pushed in until you see the shutdown is being activated on the screen. You can let go of the stop bar and the central station shuts itself down. So we showed you in this video how to use the first startup assistant on the Central Station 3 Plus. Don't forget to like our video and visit us at ajckids.com.